What's up, everyone? This is Dung and Karen. We just want to hop on and give you guys a little update. So,
This
just
is not an update. This is a podcast.
yeah. So we're just come on and shoot the can.
Shoot the can? What does that even mean? What?
Just talk.
Poop? Oh, okay, sure. Okay, talk to me, babe.
Okay. So like last month, I started a segment of trying to get a motorcycle.
Hmm.
So if I do 5 deals, get a motorcycle. You guys probably already watched it and saw it.
Do you guys really think that he's getting a motorcycle? I don't even know where this came from, but we're playing along.
No, it's gonna happen. But yeah, so what do you think of my progress so far?
Well, why don't you tell me, like, what do you think of your progress so far? What is it like being a real estate agent, and having to like post every day?
Well, okay. Being a real estate agent and posting every day is like a little tough because literally right now, like everybody's telling me to make like bulk content and then post, like schedule it out and post every single day. But it's like doing bulk content is like exhausting.
Mm-hmm.
It's exhausting to try to go and get a bunch of stuff done, film in one day, like film three, four, five houses. People are like saying change your outfits and bring extra outfits to change, and it's exhausting, especially trying to do it after you got a 9 to 5 and you're trying to do it after work. By the time like is the afternoon is like, oh, you want to deal with traffic, so you don't even want to leave the house, and
Yeah,
so
it's hard, huh?
yeah, it's hard. But I mean, if you really want to do it, you'll
You'll make
get
a way.
you'll make a way. Yeah, like I'm gonna get these 5 deals.
Yeah. How's it going so far?
It's okay. I have one listing. I thought it was gonna sell really fast, but this market is just crazy.
You guys, so when he was posting, he was like, "Yeah, this listing is gonna go be gone in over the weekend," and we did. We did get an offer on it, which it was way below list price, where it was like not even worth entertaining. We did counter back, but at that point, the buyers didn't even want to like try to work it out. Um, but this is what I had to tell Dung. I was like, listen, this is why you can't say like, oh, this listing is gonna be off the market like this, because you just never know, right?
Yeah. Well, it's just a weird market, right? Like it's priced well. It's like the best priced house in the community and neighborhood and
It is.
area. Yet there's still no offers.
And it's the
It's
nicest too.
Yeah, it's just the interest rates and stuff right now is just wonky.
Tell us about
People
the
are
interest
scared.
rates.
So the interest rate is pretty high. It's like 6.5, between 6.5 and 7 right now. So if you're trying to get a mortgage right now, it's pretty high. So everybody's kind of like backing off. The feds are not lowering the rates. Um, yeah, there's a bunch of inflation going on. Everybody's just scared. The war. Every time it's like the interest rate's about to go back down, and then there's a war, and then it goes back up, and then oh, the war. They negotiate a deal, it goes kind of creeps back down, and it's just up and down, but it's still too high, and it's like people are just very concerned.
Yeah, but here's the thing though, it's always going to be like that nonstop, no matter what. Like no matter what year, what time of the year, there's always going to be something where people will be like, "Oh, I don't want to buy." But what would you recommend?
I recommend that if you can buy, just buy.
Yeah.
Just buy the house. Like, why are you paying to rent a place that you're not ever gonna own? That person could one day be like, "Oh, my daughter or my son has moved back," and bam, they kick you out
Which we
in
see
30
all the
days. We see
time.
that all the time. Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy, and like people like they just don't. They're just so comfortable renting.
So when you've bought multiple houses,
Yeah.
but when did you realize that you wanted to be like a homeowner,
Um,
and why?
like I've always known that being in like having real estate is like probably one of the best investments that you could have. So I've always wanted to do that. So like when we had the chance to buy, I was like, oh, I just finished school.
No, you
Um,
bought a house before
yeah, I bought a
that.
house before that, but that was like, through like
Basically seller
seller
financing,
financing,
kind of.
pretty much,
Yeah.
kind of. So like that's different. But like to actually like have good credit, make the income, and buy the house, that's like, something crazy. Like I finished school.
You're so proud, huh?
Yeah, I got a job within 6 months. I bought a house. That's how crazy it is. Like
Yeah.
it's possible. People think like they have to wait 2 years after getting out of school or getting a job, waiting for 2 years. Like there's always ways that you could get a house.
So tell us about that. Like, so if someone was going to school,
So yeah. So if you're going to school, if someone is going to school, that counts as work.
so as long as they graduate in
As
that
long as they
field.
graduate in that field and they go out and get a job in that field, that's considered work. So they could literally work 6 months, 3 to 6 months, have a consistent paycheck, and bring it to the lender, and the lender's gonna okay
I
because
think you
that's
actually just need
6 or
one paycheck.
one. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe. But yeah, it took me like maybe because was my credit maybe I don't know what it was, but it
No.
was a couple months.
Yeah.
Well, it was a couple months before I could buy, but it wasn't 2 years.
Yeah. Yes. So, but for me, I never wanted to be a homeowner, you guys. I always wanted to, I don't know. I just was not thinking of homeowner vibes back then. And then we started dating during COVID. You got the job and you got the okay to work remote. And then you were like, I'm moving to Vegas.
I'm moving to Vegas.
And
We're gonna buy a house.
and we're gonna buy a house. And at that time, I was still new in real estate, and so I didn't have any income during COVID. I was like collecting unemployment, I think, yeah. So and I didn't have any income coming in, so I literally like didn't even. How did I even help with the buying the house?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Just
down payment.
down payment.
Don't say
Just
nothing. You
just
know,
a down payment.
the down payment. But then he was like, trying to get me on the loan, and I didn't want to be on the loan because I'm like, if I want to run away from this guy, I need to not make sure I have no ties. But he was smart and he made sure that I was on the loan.
Yeah.
And here we are.
3 houses later.
So tie it down.
Yeah.
So tell all the guys.
Tie it down, guys.
When you know,
and you're taking 6 years, hey girls, leave him.
Hey,
he's not ready for you.
You guys, this is not relationship advice. Stop it. We'll take that back.
It's just facts. When you know, you know. And if you're like giving excuses, taking a long time, then there's a problem.
Oh my gosh. Okay, next topic.
Next topic.
What else? Okay, so how do I think you're doing? I think that you're doing good. You're definitely committed. You're committed to posting, which is good, and just trying to get your content out there. But at the same time, I'm like, bro, who are you talking to try to like get other deals?
Well, that's the first part, right? Hopefully the video gets out to other people.
Yeah.
And they see it.
Okay, so how?
So once they reach out to me, then I can talk to them. But it's like it's hard for me to go out and talk to people.
I will say this though, that you did get people reaching out to you.
Yeah.
A couple of times.
Yeah.
Like asking.
So it's.
But how are you making new conversations?
I mean, everywhere I go, people are asking me about the motorcycle.
No, but like new yeah, they're asking. Yeah, no, and then what did you say? What do you say? Say no. Do you want to buy a house?
Yeah, I'm still 0 deals. Or I want to buy a house.
So okay, but what about like how are you finding or trying to get like or having more conversations and trying to like talk to more people?
Like I do. I talk to more people now. Bible studies. I go to a couple different Bible studies.
Have you tried cold calling?
No, I have not tried cold calling.
Why not?
Because you should be cold calling.
I've been cold calling.
Yeah, and how's it working?
It's going good.
That's good. See, so why aren't you keep doing it? Why are you?
I am doing it.
Yeah.
I am doing it, but I'm just asking, like, what about you?
Yeah, I'll get there.
Okay.
I'll get there one step at a time, guys. One step at a time. She wants me to like start posting, start going out and talking to people, start making cold calls. Like, hold up, wait a minute. Like, I'm already like stepping out of my comfort zone.
We just gotta find your niche. How do you say niche?
My niche is once people come to me, I just keep it real.
And how's that working?
it's working out
I'm just
fine.
kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Okay, well that's good. But yeah, I think you're doing great. Um, I think you'll get at least 3 deals by the end of the year.
Yeah,
So
so
that
like
means no motorcycle.
I think I could do 6 or 5. I think I could do 5. Is
Oh
I
wow.
st- I still have like 5 months. Still have 5 months, so I think I could get at least
One closing.
a month.
Yeah, you could do
I
it.
don't know, but is the traction right? Because like when we did your social media, like it took us like a year before people. Now people are starting to see your post. Now people are starting to reach out, like, oh hey, like,
And then I did a fast.
and then you did a fast, and now you're not on social media, so it's like all that
uh,
all that hard work that I did that I did, all the hard work that I did. Well, now she's fasting, and we got to kind of reset that again. Once she gets back on, then we'll get that momentum going.
okay, I
It
have a
shouldn't take too
question.
long
How come your video edits are like better than mine?
because you never listen.
What do you mean?
I always ask you like, "Oh, you want to do this?" and you're like, and then you don't want to do it. And
No, but
then
I just say just do it. Just do whatever
no,
so I can post it.
but a lot of times you're like, and then I'm just like,
What are you talking about? I'm
so
like I do the same thing in your videos. I just talk to the camera and then like your edits are better. You're just talking to the camera. My phone's going off. Oh, I have a showing time request. Hold on. It could be important.
Del Park,
Wait, let me see. 1
you guys,
second.
1 second.
Oh, it's a showing, sorry. Not for the listing.
Oh, but yeah, but yeah, as a real estate agent that's just starting,
Okay, yes. So let's talk about that. So you've been licensed for over 2 years,
3 years.
over 3 years, but you actually just started getting active like the ending of last year. But do you remember what the process is like for like people who are wanting to become real estate agents? Because I don't remember.
So when you first started, I was always there, so I kind of knew like what was going on. Like when you first joined a team, and then you got the leads, but
Schooling and school.
schooling, passing the test, finding a brokerage. That's the first part. Like we didn't really
No,
understand.
talk about like school first, like school. Like if I came to you and I said, "Hey, I want to become a real estate agent," what would you say?
Go to school for it.
Okay, so
It's
like walk us
okay.
through that.
So you go on Groupon. There's like a couple of Groupon deals on there. It's always there for Century 21 has it, and I think there's one for Key Realty sometimes
Mm-hmm.
that's on there. So you go in there, just buy one of those courses, do the in-person one because if you do the online one, it's so hard to really get yourself to go like
Focus.
focus on it because you're not in person. Um, you're the only one accountable for it. So like I'd say if you were go taking the classes, do the in-person one. It's so much better. And then while you're doing that, like I would just literally study the chapters every single day. Like just kind of repeat like the little quizzes or tests afterwards.
But everybody studies differently. So like you were able to study the chapters and like pass your test like this. I had to study like all of the vocabulary, you guys. There's like 800 vocabs in the book. And like I never bought a house before. And so I had like a hard time like trying to like understand and like put everything into perspective. And I was like, what does this even mean? Like, what is a balloon? What is a arm? Like I had no idea what anything meant. And so um yeah,
It was
it's
easy.
different. Depends on how you study.
Yeah, but then it was easy for me because we did buy a house together, and I was there for you all the way that you were in real
Yeah,
estate.
you
So
all
I
my
was
deals are actually all your deals.
I was yeah. So pretty much anytime you did a deal, like I was there to like hear about it and understand all the words and terminology. So by the time I did take the class, it was like easy for me.
That's good.
So, but yeah, but one thing I'd recommend is literally right after the class, don't schedule your test longer than 2 weeks out. Like, give yourself less than 2 weeks and go take that test right away because there's so many people that they delay and the delay
And then they don't end up
they
doing
don't
it.
end up
And
doing
then
it
it's like you
and
just
end up
wasted
failing.
how much ever you spent on the classes, and then you wasted all of your time. It's basically like 4 hours, like 4 weeks, right?
It's 4 weeks,
And
3 hours a day.
3 hours, yeah, that's a like long time to waste. I would be pissed.
Yeah, so it's like, and then now you want to get back and reading everything. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be
Yeah.
so hard to focus because there is a lot of terminology, and then especially
Yep.
once you get to the laws, and you gotta remember the laws and all that. And like real estate is something that you actually do hands on, but what you're learning in school is just you're just learning the basic fundamentals just to pass the test. And once you pass the test, you're not really using it all the time. You just like remember, like the ethics and stuff, what to do, what not to do, like but everything else is just like any other job, right? You're just hands on. Once you're hands on writing out contracts, you're hands on like
Meeting people is
meeting
like the
people,
hardest part.
meeting people and talking to them and just feeling comfortable. And that's the hard part, but you actually learn on the job because the rest of the stuff that you learn in class, you're not fully using it. That's why it's just like school, like college, right? You go to school, you want to pass the test and remember some of the fundamentals of it.
Yeah.
So that's the thing about real estate.
Okay. And then talk about like how, like an estimated cost of how much everything is to get started, and then talk about like finding brokers, a
All right.
brokerage.
Yeah. So when you take the class, it's about $240 to $300, depending on, like I said, the deal that you get on Groupon or whatever. And then once you do that, there's like a $70 or $80 for fingerprinting. The class, the Century 21 now actually does it in class, so you just bring the money to class and they fingerprint in class. So before you had to like go to one of those fingerprinting places and do it. So now they actually do it in class.
Yeah.
So that's that 200 plus 2 something plus 70, and then the test is like $150. I think it's like $150. That's the state and the national. So you get that, and then once you pay that, pass that, and then there's also the application fee. Um, you got to get a business license. So that's another like 500 to 1,000.
Clark County
And then Clark
license,
County license, that's like another $100.
your MLS.
Your MLS, which is like I think $1,000 or $2,000,
Yeah.
$1,000 or $2,000, and then yeah, and then your key, your Century key for your lock boxes, that's like another, I think 350.
And then if you get signs.
And if you get signs, when you want to start out, I would before you get the signs, I would figure out like what brokerage you're doing. The brokerage part is like the hardest part, right? Because when you first get out, they talk about splits, and you're like,
What is this?
What is a split? Like,
yeah. Yeah.
And then the more you talk to, you're like, oh, well, this brokerage charges gives you 100% of your commission, but there's no training in it.
Yeah.
So it's like unless you like have a really great mentor and like you have clientele,
Yeah.
that's gonna be the worst thing to do. Like going into 100% broker and like not having any mentorship, not having any clients or ways of getting leads. Some brokers don't even have any courses or classes to teach you or train you.
Yeah.
So they just want you in there so you could pay the the office
monthly fee or something like that.
Yeah.
So when I first started, I joined a team. No, it wasn't a team. I joined a boutique brokerage. So it was a pretty small one, the local real estate.
Yeah.
And I was like an independent agent in that brokerage, but they gave me leads.
And they gave you a mentor.
And a mentor, yes. And it doesn't work like that anymore, you guys. But so they gave me leads, which was good. So do you recommend as a new agent someone to join a team that where they get leads?
Yes, I'd recommend them to do that because like in the beginning, the only clients you have is your potential, is the sphere, right? The people that you already have on social media, the people in your contacts, and that's it. But in the beginning, like no one knows that you're a realtor.
Or sometimes like people will say like, oh, she's new, I don't trust her, or like he's new, I don't trust him. And so other people, your friends, they will use other agents. Yeah. Because of that reason. And so this is what I like to tell like new agents or agents who are just starting off. I'm like, you want to find a team that is offering leads And really, you don't want to think about the splits too much, because you want to try to do as many deals as you can so that you become experienced. So
Yeah.
like anybody who starts off with leads don't always end up doing leads continuously,
Yeah.
you know, because like they, at that point, they end up getting their own clientele.
Yeah.
So it's like the leads are there when you become a seasoned agent. The leads are going to be there to like fill your gaps, because you're going to start getting like more sphere of influence business.
Yeah, but there's one thing you got to worry about too, right? Like with the leads, like sometimes you got to read the fine print. Like, are the leads going to be the teams forever? Are they going
Mm,
to be yours at
yeah.
one point? Like, if you serve them a couple times, do they become yours, or are they the teams forever? So that's one thing you got to worry about when you join a team with leads. You want to make sure, like, hey, like if I've been with this person, if this is my lead that you guys gave me, but I've been working with them for like 4 years. They did 2, 3 deals. Like, when do I get 100% of
Oh,
their,
that's good.
that's one big thing. Cause like, think about it. If you're working for them for like 2, 3 years and you're closing deals on all their leads, when you leave, what happens?
Mm,
None of it's yours. They make you sign like an NDA. They make you sign a little thing like, these are my leads. If they ever sell or buy from you, then they're with that brokerage.
yeah.
So that's one thing that you gotta like. That's one question I would ask the broker
Oh,
if they're
another
providing
thing
leads.
too is, whose name does it close under?
Oh yeah, that's the crazy one. That's the crazy one. There are teams out there that like, yeah, they get like a bunch of leads, but all their leads close under them.
So then it's like, okay, for example, and I don't know what team that does this or like what the splits looks like. This is just an example. So like, let's say you're the team lead, and then you say like, okay, hey, Karen, I'll give you this lead. It'll be a 50-50 split, but it closes under me. You know, like
Yeah.
you would say that. I'd be like, oh, okay. And sometimes some people don't care because, you know, um people are in like situations where they're like, I don't care, like I just need to close deals, make money. But for me, that was like one thing that I would not agree to, like it
Yeah.
has
Like,
to close under me.
yeah, like throughout this whole process, I was always a big advocate of you building your own brand.
Yeah.
So like every single time, like
Or business.
business, yeah, you're building your business and your brand. So it's like, we can't be doing that. Like, yeah, you get the leads, but outside of it, you still have to build your own business and brand,
Mm-hmm.
because, you know, just like any company anywhere, doesn't have to be in real estate. Any company, like wherever you go, if you don't build your brand and you
Mm-hmm.
leave,
Mm-hmm.
they're just gonna find someone else to replace you.
Right,
You're
there's
gonna be
always going to
replaced.
be
There's
somebody who
always,
wants to work.
yeah. So it doesn't really matter. So you want to make sure that you have your own brand, so that when you do leave, you have your own clientele, you have your own way of getting leads,
Yeah.
you have your own way of just building your brand. So
Yeah, that's good.
yeah.
What else?
What else? Oh, let me look at my list of things. There's a bunch of questions we could ask.
Okay, let me check this really quick.
All right.
Oh yeah. Okay.
All right, all right. Let's touch up on this.
Okay.
Would you buy a house with your boyfriend or girlfriend?
I mean, I did, so I can't. You were my boyfriend at that
Yeah.
time. I mean, if so, okay. Would I recommend it? I would say it depends on where you're at in your relationship. At that time when we did it, I mean, I was like scared to death. And I was like, why am I doing this? Like, I don't even know if like we're going to work out. Like, what happens, you know? But like, luckily, you knew that it was going to work out. So, um, would I recommend it? It just depends on where your status is at in your relationship. And then like, you know, do you plan to get married to this person? And also like you have to have that conversation. Like what's your credit score? You have to talk about like, okay, what is your savings like? You know, like what are your goals?
Yeah.
Like those are like important because you want to make sure that the two of you are aligned and aligning and you guys are going in the same direction.
Yeah, that's good.
My gosh. I know.
Imagine two people having problems, having issues, and thinking that buying a house is gonna keep them together.
No.
Yeah,
So sad.
yeah.
I know.
Let's ask one more question. It's one more question, and we can end this one.
Why it's going so good?
Is it? Okay, we'll just keep on going. Let's see. Is now actually a bad time to buy? That's the question that a lot of us realtors get. Like, when's a good time to buy? Is it a good time to buy? Like, what do you feel about it?
I would just say depends. What is your situation like?
Yeah,
Because everybody's situation is different. Like if someone said, "Is it a good time to buy?" I'm like, "Why? Do you want to buy right now? Can you buy right now?
yeah,
You know?"
yeah. Like for me, like I feel like if you can buy, just buy it. Just buy the house, run the numbers. If it looks good, if you're able to do it without like being house broke, you don't want to be house broke and like penny pinch every little thing now because but if you can buy a house and buy a house, like why are you out here renting a house when you're just giving away free money, um and you don't get anything back?
Yeah.
You
And
don't get
and
anything
and you
back.
can get kicked out.
You can't get kicked out like we said earlier. You can just get kicked out anytime. Like they're just all they have to do is give you a 30-day notice and just give some BS excuse, and you have to find a place in 30 days.
Yeah.
And that's just wild.
And you
And
make
imagine
it
like
makes our jobs hard. I'm just kidding.
imagine living there for 5 years and paying $100,000 to them.
Yeah.
You literally pay them $100,000 to live there for 5 years, and they're like, "Oh yeah, my daughter or my son's moving back, so or oh I'm selling the house.
Yeah.
I'm selling the house. We have to just give you a 30-day notice."
Yeah.
So I was like, why not?
Well, okay, and then you guys, so that does happen where the seller, you're like, a tenant will be renting the house, obviously, and then the seller will be like, "Hey, I'm selling the house. You have 30 days to move out," and then you have to find a place. But what is your credit score like?
Yeah, because sometimes people do get comfortable and they're just like, okay, I'm probably gonna live in this house forever, rent this house forever, and they just like neglect their credit score.
Why is credit score important when renting or buying?
Renting or buying, credit score is literally like your lifeline,
Everything, yeah,
everything. Like it might not be monetary, but it just shows that you're responsible, right?
yeah.
If you see someone with a low credit score, that's just an automatic flag that says red flag that says they are not responsible. So imagine if you're not responsible with what you have, how are you how are the lenders or the landlords going to let you feel about you renting their property or buying a house or
Mm-hmm,
loaning you money when you can't even take care of what you have,
mm-hmm.
right? It's like stewardship, right? You can't if you don't steward what you have now, how are you going to steward what you have when God gives you more in abundance?
Oh, wow. Faithful with little, faithful with a lot.
Yeah, but but there's difference between like faithful and like being a good steward versus faithful and like just blown as like, oh, God's gonna give me money again. Like
Oh, wow.
there,
Yeah.
there's two ways. Oh, money's gonna keep coming back, so I'm just gonna like no. You have to like actually like steward what you have now and like build that credit up, build that credit score, save your money. Like what people are not doing right now is like they're not saving money.
It's
Like
hard to save money. What are you talking
yeah,
about?
but it's like people are using Uber Eats and DoorDash.
Yeah.
That's like money that they could literally if you
Okay, so top three things that people should cut down on their like spending besides Uber Eats and DoorDash.
coffee. People
Coffee.
love their coffee. They love their coffee. That's like $700 a month.
Damn.
Probably
Yeah.
if they're drinking like every day, that's like $700 a
Some
month.
twice a day.
Vapes,
Ooh,
cigarettes,
damn.
alcohol,
Uh-huh.
going out and drinking. Like, people nowadays, I guess, don't drink as much as they used to. That's what they're saying, right?
That's what they're saying.
They're
Yeah.
saying the Gen Z don't really drink as much, so that's kind of good.
Yeah.
it's
Are
like-
they vaping? I'm just kidding.
But it's like just spending. People actually do a lot of Ubering. They'll like
Yeah.
Uber around a lot of places
Mm,
versus like driving.
yeah.
Like during COVID, it was just normal to Uber Eats because you don't want to meet people. People are just Ubering around. Now, after COVID, everything's just normalized.
So should we invest in Uber?
Mm,
No.
I still say Tesla.
Oh, okay.
Robo taxis.
Robo taxis.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, it's just like, you just have to like live, not like frugal,
Do you live frugal?
not like frugal, but to like have some sacrifices, right?
Do you sacrifice?
Yeah.
Where?
We used to buy so much stuff. Like before you met me, you used to buy bags, you used to buy all these nice things.
Yeah, but I'm
then now
talking
you
about
don't do it.
now.
Now-
Now,
then
are
now-
you making sacrifices?
Yeah, I don't buy shoes anymore.
Good.
I don't buy shoes anymore. I don't really buy clothes anymore unless I really like need it, you know?
But what are you
But it's
buying?
like-
You're buying something. Like
Food? That's our downfall. We go out and eat all the time.
because
'Cause,
I
like,
don't
like
cook.
we're like literally we're on the road so much. Like sometimes that we get home like 6 and it's like, oh, we don't have time to cook, so we'll just like go get food. But like when we do cook, we try to cook at least once
You
a day.
guys, he bought this whole big ribeye thing from Costco. How much did it cost?
It was a New York steak. New York
Okay, he
steak.
bought the wrong one.
But
So-
still,
Okay, wait,
so,
listen. How much did it cost?
I think like 200.
$200.
Yeah.
And how many pieces did you get out of it?
Probably like 15,
And
16 maybe.
When did you buy it?
I bought it last week.
Okay, since last week, how many pieces have you ate?
I haven't cooked any, but we've literally been like out of the house every single day. So
Then you shouldn't have bought that big thing.
that's what the freezer's for.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
We have extra space in the freezer. So yeah, so we're gonna start cooking again. But it's like what?
You are.
Yeah, I'm gonna start cooking again. But it's like, what are we doing to sacrifice so that we can get this house, right? Like some people just can't. It's hard, right? Society makes it so easy for us to spend.
Oh,
Like
so much.
it's on the tip of our fingers.
Amazon.
It's at the tip of your fingers. Anytime you look up anything, you go on your social media, bam, the ad pops up for it.
Yeah.
And it just knows what you want.
Yeah. Or like TikTok shop. People are always on
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
And TikTok shop is getting popular. Like everybody's going on there buying random stuff.
I know.
So yeah, that's the hard part, right? Like, what are you willing to sacrifice for a year, for 2 years
Mm-hmm.
to do that? Like for me, like I went back to school, right? I had to sacrifice. I had to cut my hours at work. I was working part-time. I was literally going to school every single day.
Yeah.
So like it's the short-term sacrifice that got me the job,
Mm-hmm.
right? And now that I got the job, I had to sacrifice a little bit more and then I got the house. So it's like my lifestyle changed, but I didn't like go and be like super frugal and like
Yeah.
stop spending money, right? So that's not the whole point, not the whole point, like to like stop spending money and like whatever. It's like you can still live a life, but now you got to think about what your wants are and what your needs are
And what your goals are.
and what your goals are. So does your want align with what your goal and your needs?
Yeah.
If it doesn't, it's just a want. It's a temporary thing. It's gonna go away, or you're always gonna want it, but
You don't
hey,
need
you
it.
don't need it. You don't need it, so don't get it. So yeah, so it's like it's just a sacrifice that you should make if you really, really want to buy a house. So yeah, that's like one thing I learned is that no one is gonna be there to help you guide you along the way to buying a house. Like everybody's gonna go and do their own thing. People are gonna buy houses on their own, whatever, and they're gonna save on their own. And they might talk about it, but no one's gonna help you do it. You have to do it yourself.
Mm-hmm.
If that's something you really want, then you have to start saving. If that's something you really
It's a
want,
lifestyle
then
change.
you have to change your lifestyle.
Yeah.
Do you have to like cut out? Like I'm not saying cut out your friends. I'm saying, hey, instead of hanging out every weekend,
You don't have to see them that much.
let's hang out once a month.
Yeah.
Okay, instead of eating, drink coffee every day, maybe I'll just drink once a week, just to
Yeah.
just you don't have to completely cut everything out. You just do less of it.
Yeah.
Try to find ways to not spend money on wasteful things, and that's the hard part, right? You do that, and then next thing you know, in every short term, people are always like, okay, I start earning a little bit of, now I saved it a little bit. Bam, they just start spending because now they got money. So that's another that's another thing you have to do with. Yeah.
Okay, are we done?
Huh?
Are we done? Are you got
Yeah.
more?
Okay, let's just one more question and then we can just wrap this up.
Okay.
If you could give every first time buyer one piece of advice, what is it? First time buyer. If they've never bought a house before, they don't know what's going on, there's one advice that you would tell them.
One advice that I would
I'll
tell.
go first then.
Okay, go.
Go get pre-approved. Go talk to a lender. That's my advice. I would like go talk to a lender.
Oh yeah.
And the lender will tell you.
I was thinking like if they've already bought the house or like
it's the first
getting
time.
house.
Oh,
okay.
But like that would be the first tip that I would tell people. Like just go talk to a lender, even if you're not ready. If you're not ready, just go talk to a lender. They will tell you what you need to do, and when you will be ready.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're like, okay, you're 6 months out. Oh, you're a year out. Or sometimes it's like, oh, you're ready now, and
Yeah.
you might not even know it. So like
Yeah.
that's the first step that I would advice I would tell people, because I think people are afraid, right? They're like, oh, if I go to a lender, they're gonna do a hard pull, and my
People
credit.
need to stop tripping about the hard pull or the soft pull. Like, you guys, trust me, being pre-approved is far more valuable than 10 points on your credit.
Yeah.
Because if you really want to buy a house, like you need to like stop tripping. I've had clients where they were so confident that their scores, like that they were so ready to buy a house. And then by the time that, we get the pre-approval or they finally talk to a lender, they were not ready to buy a house.
Yeah. So
and I just don't want people to have to like go through that,
Yeah.
It's just like, let's just start. Everything is a process.
Yeah.
Right? And so we are process people. So that's where we need to start.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, that's this episode. Like you said, we didn't really know where we were going with it, but if you guys like it, like, subscribe, and do all that stuff. Whatever you guys
share,
do,
comment,
and all that stuff. Let us know if there's anything you guys want us to talk about next time. Anything else?
No. How can they reach us?
Call my wife at 808-769-1411. Or you could call me at 253-861-8419. All right, guys. Talk to you guys later.